In object-oriented languages like Java, constructors are essential. They look very much like methods. They are declared inside the class in a very similar manner. However, they are not exactly the same. They're similar but not the same. When do we use the constructors? When we create a new object for a class, what do? We write new and then what we say the name of the class. What we write is actually not the name of the class, it is the constructor of that class. The constructor always has the same name as the class, and it may or may not take parameters. Remember, we say new and then the constructor, the name of the class, and a pair of parentheses. Inside that pair of parentheses, as with any other method invocation, we can put arguments if the constructor is declared in such a way that takes arguments, that has parameters. When we are writing the body of the constructor inside the class, we can access all of the fields of that class, even the non-static ones, even the instance variables. Why do we have constructors? Why do we bother with this special kind of method? The job of a constructor is to initialize the object that is being created. When we say new and then the constructor, at that point we are creating a new object, we are calling the constructor, so the constructor is initializing the object for us. It does not return a value in the same way that a method might return a value. However, the object that is just initialized is actually like returning a value. The constructor is initializing the object. It is as if it is returning a newly constructed object. Inside the constructor of a class, we many times use the keyword this. I'm sure you have noticed it so far. So what is this anyway? This is a Java reserved word, which means that we cannot give that particular name to a variable that we go and we declare. We cannot say, for example, string this, semicolon. This is not allowed in Java. We can only use this keyword inside a non-static method or a constructor. So inside an instance method or inside a constructor. This is a reference variable. This is actually a variable which is referring to the current object. What exactly this means, it is probably easier to see through an example in just a few minutes. Through this, we can access any field or method of this current object.